A 28-year-old company known for its live murder mysteries is not leaving its audience in suspense during this pandemic. Murder Mystery Ottawa is now shifting its business online with interactive virtual mysteries called ZoomMystery. With more on how it all works, we are joined now by Peter Dillon from Big Time Murder Productions. Good morning. Nice to see you in jail this morning. I love it. Okay, so let's start off, Peter. Tell me a little bit about how your company was impacted at the onset of the pandemic.
Well, for the last 28 years, we've really focused on entertaining corporate groups and the general public as well. Of course, producing our shows every Saturday night under the Murder Mystery Ottawa banner above the Prescott and our showroom above the Prescott in Little Italy. We were in the midst of a run of sold-out shows there and a full bill of corporate events as well when, of course, mid-March, the coronavirus hit us and brought our business to a screeching halt, and we were stunned by it and figured, what are we going to do here? We have to either adapt or die, and die in this case is not a good situation. So we sat down with our writers and said, what can we do? We took a look at the very popular Zoom platform and thought, is there a way to convert this? Because we know people are craving this connection, even more so as time went on. Yeah. We have a lot of people who are working from home. They're work from home groups who need to connect with each other without having to focus on work or on isolation. And we thought, listen, why don't we take one of our very popular do-it-yourself style shows? It's basically live, immersive theater professionally facilitated by one of our larger-than-life characters, and put that online, put that in a Zoom format, and let groups get together, groups of 8 to 100, get together anywhere in the world to play this funny mystery where one of our characters reveals a murder, presents some evidence, and suddenly there's an interrogation where 8 of the guests are the key suspects.
Is it pretty easy? It sounds pretty easy to do.
Well, it's easy to take part in. The setup, we went through so much beta testing just to ensure that it was going to give the audience, the folks at home, that sense of being in the show. We want to ensure that you don't need to be a professional actor to play one of the suspects. You just need to have a desire to have fun. And so all the testing we did, we kept revamping the process. We added a virtual lie detector test that's in the middle of the show to see if the suspects are telling the truth. And of course, we make it very immersive for the suspects, but there's a real connection to everybody. So you can have up to 100 people watching this. And just this past Saturday, we did a 40th birthday party where there's a young lady who happened to be here in the Ottawa area who had family all over the United States. And she wrote me yesterday and said, this was one of the best birthday parties I've ever had. I was able to see the faces of my friends who are completely spread out. We got together, we were able to play, have a great time together, and socialize as part of it too. So we were so happy to see that. We went from this being a temporary measure to fill the gap to certainly something that we see as being very scalable, and we see this lasting a very long time. We've been inundated with inquiries.
You're taking the words out of my mouth. I was going to ask you exactly that. This seems like it's so successful. You're getting such a good response that it seems like a no-brainer to keep it going in this format if you can reach a wider audience.
Truly, we were shocked by it. Yesterday I had an inquiry from the UK, and it's amazing to us that no longer do we have to put a cast on a bus or a train or on a plane to get to a different part of the country to entertain those groups. And don't get me wrong, we can't wait to get back to doing that. We can't wait to get back to producing our public shows every Saturday at the Prescott. We can't wait for that. But in the meantime, and as an add-on, this is something that's here to stay. The reaction has really been tremendous, and corporate groups are loving the idea that they can get their people together to connect. ZoomMystery.com is the name of the new venture, and it's really taken off.
Good for you guys. Peter, I really appreciate your time this morning, and I know what I'll be doing for my next party. Sounds like a lot of fun. Big Time Murder Productions, Peter Dillon, thank you.
Thanks very much.